Hello everyone, welcome back to Mount & Blade, A Clash of Kings. My name is Saren Death, and as always, if you would like to check this mod out for yourself, follow the link in the description below. A quick recap from last time. While serving under Lord Redwine, we dealt a devastating blow to the Westerlands by capturing Castle Rock, forcing the Lannister armies to retreat back to a single stronghold. Not much time has passed since the sacking, and the Breach Lords have moved in for the kill and are now preparing to assault the last remaining Lannister stronghold. That is where we're starting today, preparing for siege, still licking our wounds from the last battle. So, without further delay, let's get into the game. Alright, so here we are loaded into the game. We are outside of Ashmark right now, and it looks like we're waiting for some more lords to join up into this mix. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, and hopefully we're able to get in here very quickly, and there's no siege tower, because siege towers are very dull and boring to watch as they march across the battlefield and guys get completely massacred by the plethora of archers. So we're going to hang out here for a little bit, looks like, and there are a few lords joining in. We're going to ignore them, because you don't want to break our arm trying to get eggs or have a bunch of snakes jump out and bite us and all kinds of other bad stuff. Nothing good ever seems to happen here. Okay, so it looks like the Dothraki hordes have made their way. Okay. Cool. So Dothrakis are out there doing their thing. So we're going to sit here, we're going to wait until the siege actually happens, giving us some time to heal up as well. So we'll be back when we actually start the siege. Alright, here we are. Let's follow the commander into battle and join in the next assault. Let's see what we're working with here. Well, the first thing I'm noticing is there are no siege towers. So that means that we are going to be going up a ladder or through a gate or something like that. Oh, there are archers. There are archers. Oh, we're at full life too. That's nice. Okay, so there are archers on the wall. Looks like there be a bunch of towers here we're going to have to worry about. Might be archers in these towers. And, there's a ladder. Okay, so it looks like we're going up a ladder. We're at full life. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that at all. So depending on how the initial assault on the ladder goes, we'll push up in there and get knocked unconscious really early. So I'm not seeing any bows up in these towers or any guys up there. It is dark out, so we'll play it safe as we move up with our troops. I don't know how this is all going to turn out, but we will see. So this is one of the things I'm looking forward to in the second Mount & Blade, or in the next Mount & Blade, I should say. Basically, the one entry point, the one siege way, is actually going away. It's a thing of the past. They're actually adding in things that allows you to break through the front door, shoot catapults in, shoot ballista in, stuff like that, giving you a little more options for sieging, because I think that's very important. This is one of the biggest problems I find with the Mount & Blade games, is that when you siege places, you tend to have a Congo line of death that moves up and in, and eventually you might break way and get up in there. But typically what happens is you have a single line of dudes blindly walking into their death until eventually your numbers win out. There's no actual tactics involved. It's just sheer numbers. So we're probably gonna head up on the heels of this one as long as things go well, and if not, we'll wait for the second wave. I know it might be a little boring to watch, but it'll at least keep me alive for a little bit longer, so I don't walk up there and instantly get killed. Although it looks like we're getting some kills up there, so we may end up just going up at the back end of this. The big problem is if Jesus is taking forever to get everyone up there. The problem is that if the enemy gets reinforced before the last of our troops here get up, or before we get reinforced, it's going to cause all kinds of problems, and we're losing a lot of people up there. Although it does look like we're up on the wall now, so that's helpful. Although, you would think it'd be helpful, but it's not. As we're losing people left and right. Come on, guys. I believe in you. I believe in your troops. Get up there. I don't see any arrows flying from these towers. Maybe I don't think I have anything to worry about from them. This does not look like it's going very well. To be fair, the initial wave tends to be the worst one, although I say that as we get a few kills there. It tends to be the worst one as you have to break the initial line. There are a lot of archers shooting at you. A lot of the archers have been unengaged so far, so they're able to just, like, you know, free fire, essentially. So, this is the part that I find the strangest, though, is this tends to be the part where most of your lords are at on a siege, so they tend to fall unconscious really early on, despite the fact that they're, you know, the tougher units. Alright. Well, wow, that guy just, like, went flying off. I think we're going to end up waiting for the second wave as basically we just walk up and get shot in the head one by one. This seems fun. Come on, troops. Push up and in. We may end up having to wait for the second wave of reinforcements to come, or the first wave of reinforcements, the second group to push forward. Wow, so literally a meat grinder up there. Alright, so our reinforcements have come. They're all the way out there. Alright. Eventually we'll take the wall. Here's the problem is we're getting a kill every once in a while, but the real problem comes into play when they get reinforcements. If we haven't taken the wall before they get reinforcements, this is going to be, pardon my French, a shit show. Let's go. Let's go. Get up there. I guess it also depends on where the enemy reinforcements come from. If they come from like a courtyard or something like that, it usually takes them a while to get up some steps or, you know, all of that fun stuff. You know what? We're going to head up now. We're going to head up now. I think that we've actually... Oh my word, this is so slow. I think we've actually may have gotten part of the wall here, so let's get up there and let's get some fighting on. I'm glad I decided to move up now, too, because, wow, this is incredibly slow. Okay, if I strafe left and right, I actually go up a little bit faster. Because we've taken part of the wall. Oh, they are definitely archers. Whoa. Okay, not gonna lie, was not expecting this. There are a lot of archers up here. Oh, we just got shot. Yep, one arrow almost took us out. As every archer up here fires at me. I'm not being focus fired at all. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, and I'm unconscious. And I'm unconscious. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. This is a very interesting fight. We're gonna call it interesting. I really do like the layout of this place. Very cool castle. However, the amount of fire that can be put on this one point and how long it takes your guys just to get over the lip is a little excessive. I think that's gonna be the biggest problem. It looks like these towers are completely unused. Could we have gotten up onto here? No. Okay. So that place is completely inaccessible. So it looks like basically they can fire on this point over here. So you have reinforcements coming in. There's a lot of fighting going on up here. It's basically just going to be a numbers game at this point in time. So we're just going to go ahead and back out. Unfortunately, we fell in contact early in this fight. I think it's just the nature of this encounter itself and how this place is laid out. We got up there, took one arrow, then like basically every archer up here started firing at us. Where did the reinforcements come from? Oh, they just come from over there too. So there's literally no way of choking the enemy. So the enemy has the choke point. They have the only one, which is right over there. And with reinforcements constantly coming in, and your guys filing up one at a time. This battle, it looks nasty. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and back out. We're just gonna let numbers prevail. We only took out like two guys. We took out two guys. We're too wounded to fight. We're just gonna let this play out. We should win this through attrition. We have like 1,500 troops going in there, almost 1,600. So we should win out here and potentially destroy a faction. Potentially. Alright, it's taking quite a while. Oh, we were called into battle once again. Okay. We're going to follow the command into battle and join the next assault. Sure, why not? We're at about 50% life. We now know what to expect going up there. The enemy hopefully suffered a bunch of casualties, so that way it's not too hard. Oh, I'm seeing significantly less archers on that wall. That's a good sign. Okay, let's move up here. Let's get our heater shield out. Let's move up here. And we'll go in after this first wave of guys get up on the wall, and we'll push in and attack that way. We now know what to expect, though, and it is not good. It is not good. Like I said, I actually find that this is a very interesting design. The biggest issue is the guys getting up the ladder. If it was like the siege tower was already there, or some other way, but it just takes so long to get up the ladder that ends up being the problem. You end up getting choked off so very easily. Getting up here where the archers can't shoot you is actually relatively... It's not that much of a problem. Nice. Alright, so we're going to wait for this line to go up, and then we're going to move up ourselves. Some of the banners are very cool. You have like the ant banner. Ants. You have the apple. The clover. You know, all that fun stuff. I'm part of the grapes, the berries. Has wine and stuff. This guy's banner right there. I do like mine though. I think mine was the griffins that I chose. I like that one. What are you guys doing over there? As bodies go rolling down the hill. Well, I'll give the Lannisters one thing. They are putting up one hell of a fight. Come on. Push up onto the wall. You can do it. Yeah, see this right here? This is the problem right there. Where it takes so long to get over the lip. I mean, 2 ladders would have been better than just the one here. It's so steep and takes so long to get up. But like I said, the biggest problem is that lip right there. It's that lip. It's alright. We're at 50% life. We can get up there. One shot will take us out. So that happens when you have the difficulty cranked all the way to 11. We got it, though. We got it. I believe in us. I'm just going to take a nap while we wait. Jeez. Maybe I can, like, squeeze up in here. Squeeze up in here early. I think everyone has a... Yeah. Maybe if I could just squeeze up in here early. I have to admit, though, I really do like the design of this castle. It is very cool. It is very cool. And, I mean, if you were defending it, you would be able to get so many kills. Using, like, a halberd or something like that. Uh-oh, new enemies have arrived. Maybe we can get troops up there, so that way the new enemies can't push us back so easily? Maybe? Please? Jeez, I can't even get to the ladder. Although I am, like, worming my way in more and more and more. Oh, jeez, we're losing guys left and right now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We're getting up in there. We're getting up in there. Go, 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 go! And we're at the ladder. Maybe? we're kind of at the ladder right now. You gotta be careful with these ladders too, because your guys, the troops, because they're trying to push up there, and there's essentially collision detection between you and them, you can get thrown off the ladder by them, because they are a bunch of jerks. I'm like kind of inside this longbowman right now. Don't mind me. Oh, they push us back to the wall here already? I hope not. Come on, guys. I haven't even gotten up the ladder yet. Okay, let's get our shield up. They kind of have. Please don't shoot on the ladder, you dum-dum. Alright, we're up. We're up. There's a lot of archers still. We just need to move in and engage the archers. That way they can't shoot anymore. I slipped and fell. Nice. That's it, punk. You better look at me so my friends can stab you in the back a bunch. So many archers over there. Oh, they just got reinforced. Not good. Oh, we slipped and fell again. So much blood all over the place. We're slipping and falling constantly. Oh no! The tides have turned, sir. Don't just stand there looking out and be like, oh, the view out here is perfect. Did I just seriously slip and fall moving forward? I just can't stay on my feet right now. Oh no, we just took some more damage. Do we have new enemies have arrived? I think we're gonna go unconscious here soon. We still have a bunch of archers over there causing all kinds of problems. Oh no! No! Where are our allies? Oh man, a big reinforcement wave. Oh, this is not good. We have like 0 life left. Alright, well, apes, do you want to live forever? Ah! Oh no, there are like 5 of them here! Get them off me! As my neck is like... They decapitated me! No! My broken corpse in the corner. Okay, well... I feel like I did rather well that time. We got a lot of kills. And, yeah, lots of death and destruction. Unfortunately, the enemy had just way too many archers over here for us to push in any further. Reinforcements have arrived. We will eventually take this due to sheer numbers alone. I do feel like my initial assessment is accurate, though. The biggest problem is this lip. It takes you so long for your troops to get up over this lip. Layout of the castle, very cool. How counter just... It heavily favors the defenders, just because wide open area where they can just mass up, plus all their archers, and like 2 or 3 guys going over the lip at a time. Just means you're just going to get massacred. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and back out. We end up getting 13 kills at time. 13 kills. So we're too wounded to fight. We're just going to let everyone fight for us. We should be able to take this place no problem now. There it is, and they are defeated. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and travel down south with our lord real quick and see what he wants to do. Unfortunately, we didn't get any kind of bonuses, no loot or anything like that from that battle. So we're going to go ahead and head down south, it looks like, and probably chill out here in case for a little bit. So we'll be right back when we see some more action. Alright, so after running around for a while, I did realize that the Westerlands were in fact destroyed. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the factions. So we have the Westerlands, aka the Lannisters. They have ceased to exist. So taking out the last place over here, Ashmark was basically the last stronghold they had, and eventually they ended up splitting off and different factions. Another faction has been completely wiped out, and that is Dragonstone. So if you go over here, Dragonstone has also ceased to exist. So Bravos, Dorn, Loreth, Lyce, Mir, all these other places, from my understanding, still exist. No one else has been completely wiped out. So really quick, taking a look at the map, we have the Stormlands here, and we have the Reach over here. They have both basically ran over, taken all the Westerlands territory and all of Dragonstone's territory, and they are allied with each other and currently not at war with anyone. The Riverlands in the north are currently working together to fight the Iron Islands and deal with that. The Vale is still here doing Vale things, and Dorn is still down here doing Dorn things, and there's a lot of conflict going over here in Essos. Now here's the thing, the Reach and the Stormlands are currently not at war with anyone. So we're just going to end up running around for a very, very long time doing a whole lot of nothing. So instead, we've requested some leave from our lord, and we're going to run around and we're going to try and buy some property in some of the cities, and we're going to try and look for some tournaments to get into and hopefully fight in there and have a lot of fun doing that. So hopefully during this time, I'm fingers crossed, the Reach and the Stormlands end up going to war with someone so that we can go back and join their army. If not, then we're going to do something crazy. We're actually going to leave the Reach, and either go over to Essos and fight over here, because there is a lot of fighting going on over here. Potentially joining Danny, or heading up north and fighting with the north or the Riverlands, and basically going through and fighting the Iron Islands this time. So we're going to jump around, see what we can find, see what we can do, and potentially get into some tournaments. So we'll be back once we figure out what's going on. So one of the big additions in the latest patch for this game is they actually added in a bunch of really cool locations, such as the Tower of Joy. So we're going to go in here, we're going to explore the area. You actually get some experience for doing this as well. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Typically they've got some kind of thing going for them. You're looking for something very specific, and you can get some pretty good experience. That being said, there is also some music playing in the background, so I may have to cut some of this out. I apologize in the future. We're going to go ahead and just leave it in for now, though, and hopefully everything works out in the long run. But we're going to move up here, and typically, like I said, you're trying to explore something, and once you find the locations, you get some experience and some information for it. I'm finished reading that part. Alright, so an old chest lies half hidden in the sand, covered in most. It's okay, we can open it up. We found a bronze goblet and a bronze candle holder, and that's pretty much going to give us the experience you're looking for. Unfortunately, the rest of the Tower of Joy is completely and utterly destroyed. Not much to see here anymore, although this was the site of a very recent discovery in the latest season. No spoilers, I promise. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and back out. leave the area. We just got ourselves some experience. I believe we actually leveled up as well. So we're going to take care of that as we head down south. We are looking for one discovery, exploring new territories and all that stuff. And I believe that there should be a tournament down in this area. So let's go ahead down this way and see if we can get there. So something very interesting just happened. One of the settlements that borders the Stormlands was mistreated by a local lord. Now what's happened here is this has caused great tensions between the Stormlands and the Reach. So once great allies may end up going to war here very soon, which is going to cause a lot of stress in this area. That being said, we are just outside of the Planky Town. So we're going to head in here so we can get into the tournament that's in this area and hopefully be able to win. We'll see what happens when we actually get inside the town itself. Alright, so we ended up having to go all the way to Tyrish to actually find the tournament, because the one we were just at was no longer there. So we're going to go ahead and join the melee. We're going to fight in the next round. We should be at full life and ready to rock and roll. So, we'll see. Oh, that's a really cool arena. I like this. This is really awesome. Okay, so I think, unfortunately... Ow! That really, really hurt. Holy cow. I think we actually still have... Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and put this greatsword, because this thing looks awesome. We have reach. Ah, we got taken down. Ah, hopefully we get a bye. Yes, we get a bye. Thank you. 2 teams with 6 fighters each. Okay, so we should be able to do a little bit better in this one. We still do have our lance, but we're gonna let these guys do most of the fighting here. We do have reach though, so deal some damage here. That's 1 down. Alright, me versus the 2 of you. I got this. Come here, you. Come on, get your other shield out. There we go. Oh, whew. The retreating attack action. The retreating attack action. Alright, fight in the next round. 4 teams, 2 fighters each. We got this. Oh, our buddy's going over that way to fight. Oh no, what have you done? You fool! Over here and help him, we can, Nice. Alright, pulling out our good shield. We're going to try and split these guys up. Our shield will not last too much longer. No. Ho 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 ho! I do not know how we survived that one, but we did. Alright, so it's 4 teams, 2 fighters each once again. Fight in the next round. See where our buddy goes. Alright, so he's going over this way. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked unconscious so quickly. Alright, that's 1 down. Oh, what? He just ninja dodged me. Oh my word, the 2-handed sword just cleaved me in half. Well, we got a bye anyway, so 2 teams, 2 fighters each. I'm surprised we got a bye that time. I really am. Alright. So it's just us versus them. I have the 2-handed sword guy with me, though. Well, that didn't last long. on, get the shield out. Whew. Wow. So, victory that round. Okay, so 2 teams, 1 fighter each. Alright, victory is yours. You have won the melee. At the tier 6 with 2 participants remaining. So, we are, I believe, it's just me versus 1 more person. Oh, it's me versus a 2-handed sword guy. Okay. He took me out the 1 round, but I think we got it this time. Oh, yes! Victory! Okay, so we have won. Our relation with, I guess it's Tirish, whatever, has improved, and we got 200 coins for that. So we were victorious. We're going to go ahead and leave here right now. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to bounce around for a little bit longer. We have about 2 weeks before we need to be back with our army, so we're going to bounce around for a little bit longer, get some more experience doing some tournaments and talking to some people over here, maybe talking to some of the local village leaders and the guild hall merchants and all that stuff, the guild hall leaders, and then we're probably going to head back over to the Reach. Hopefully, by that point in time, the Storm Leech are at war with each other, because that would be very, very beneficial for us, because then we can get into some more fighting and hopefully get higher rank in their military. Hopefully get promoted to a knight. But that is going to be it for today, though. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you all later.